Hello, James Thompson here. I'm the librarian and tech liaison at Smith Middle School, and I'm going to show you how to add a custom menu item to your Project Share page. I'm going to first show you what the custom menu items look like. I'm logged into Project Share currently. I'm going to come up here and click on my portal page. The portal page is what your parents and your students see when they visit the faculty web page and click on your link. And here are some custom menu items right here. Custom menu items can have embedded HTML content inside of them. So I have a custom menu item here that's displaying my Google Calendar. I got the link from Google Calendar and then I pasted it into Project Share. So when I change my Google Calendar, it also updates here. So it's a way for people to visit my Project Share page to see my calendar rather than having to have a specific link that I provide them from Google Calendar. And then you can also make a custom menu item that simply has content inside of it, like this advertisement for the library and the Big Timber Book Club. Okay, so I'm going to close this. So how do you add a custom menu item? Well, before we talk about that, you're going to be using a custom menu item specifically for Week at a Glance. The DI at Smith wants every teacher to have a summary of the week's schedule on their Project Share page, and she also wants that updated weekly. And for most people, you're going to have multiple sections. So that means you're going to have likely at least 2 weeks at a glance. So how are you going to add that? You're going to come over here to My ePortfolio. And I really wish Project Share would change the custom menu item location because it's very tucked away. It's actually under Options. It really should be one of these options, one of these first ones, but it isn't. It's in Options right here, so I'm going to click on that. And after that gets done loading, it's going to have 4 tabs that we can pick from. And the second tab is going to be the one that we want. So you have these tabs up here, and we want the tab that's actually called Custom Menu Items. Now you can see here, these are the custom menu items I already have. I'm going to come over here and delete the sample custom menu item that I made previously. Now Project Share has been acting kind of strangely lately. You saw that it took a little while for it to delete that, and it blinked, refreshed, and then it came back with that sample deleted. So just realize that things aren't happening immediately with Project Share. You probably already noticed that. Okay, if I wanted to edit any of these 4, I could simply come over here to the black triangle and you get 2 options, edit or delete. If you hit edit, it just simply opens your custom menu item back up and you can make changes. Or you can hit delete like I did earlier and that will remove that custom menu item. And then of course if you want to add a custom menu, click on Add Custom Menu. Alright, so this is what it looks like, and you get really 2 choices. Before we name and pick an icon, these 2 choices here are real important because the default is going to be custom HTML content that you're going to type inside or paste inside. If you click on this option here, you're providing a link, and actually this is how I created my Google Calendar in a custom menu item, is actually pasted a link from Google Calendar inside this box right here. So if you simply want to make a week at a glance, you're not going to pick this option because this only gives you a blank bar to paste a link into. And of course with a week at a glance, you're actually going to be typing content inside. You're going to be saying Monday we're having a review, Tuesday we're having a test, etc. So I'm going to back up and I'm going to add custom menu item again. It doesn't allow me an easy way to go back to the original option. Okay, and here we are again. So what you're going to do here is to make your custom menu item, you're going to type in Week at a Glance. And if you have 2 sections, maybe one for OnLevel and one for Horizons, maybe you would call one Week at a Glance, and then you'd call the other one Week at a Glance - Horizons. And that helps a parent distinguish between the 2. They would pick whatever their student has. And then you can pick an icon. And then inside here is where you actually type your content. And it works a lot like the word processor. You have a whole host of options over here to choose from. This option right here, if you put your toolbar or your mouse over a button and leave it there for a moment, a pop-up will appear and it'll tell you what that particular item does. So this is inserting a hyperlink. This is inserting a file, so you can actually upload files if you want to. So like maybe you have a worksheet, rather than having students lose it and then not have access to it, you could actually scan them and then upload them to Project Share, and then let students know that if they lose a particular worksheet, they can go to your Project Share page to get that back. This is uploading a picture or an image. Here you have, I don't know what MathFlow is. This is obviously YouTube. So just play around with these options. There's ways of building tables as well. You can get pretty complicated and intense with your options, depending on your user level. So after you put your content inside, this is a real important aspect right here. I'm going to lower my window here a little bit. It's very important that after you make your content that you hit select all. What this is doing is it's granting access levels. And if you don't hit select all and just check Epsilon or institution, then only Project Share or Smith faculty will be able to see what you've created. Parents and students accessing the site from the faculty web page, they'll be able to see your page, but they won't be able to see the custom menu item you've made unless you grant them access. And you do that by making it public. So on things that you want to be public and you want everyone to see, just check select all and grant everyone access. And then your final step is going to be to hit the save button. So I'm going to hit save. Give you a little disclaimer warning there. I'm going to move this window back up. Now you see there's kind of a pause that's occurring here. Sometimes Project Share never blinks. It just stays there and it looks like it's stuck. And all you have to do is just refresh it by clicking somewhere else. But you can see there that it paused, but then it finally did blink and go through. And now I have Week at a Glance right here. So now if I click on my portal page, that Week at a Glance should appear, and there it is. So when a parent or a student clicks on it, they can see the contents inside that you put in there. So that's adding a custom menu item to your Project Share page. If you have any questions, you can email me, James Thompson, at frank.thompson@cfisd.net. If you got something out of the video, please hit like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching.